Okay, guys, we're about to get our news that comes out in about 15 seconds. Just want to show everybody what we're looking at right now. About to get a 2-hour inversion closure on YM. Looking for a retest lower, maybe to these equal lows. There we go. Looks like we're going to push lower. So we got that 2-hour closure here. 5 minutes looking very good. I would like to see these equal lows hit, but we might not get it. We might just push higher. I want to see this get inverted to go long, but I did want to see these lows hit first. We might just leave these equal lows for later. Depends. We'll see what happens. See if we smack these lows, give us SMT of one or whatnot. If we hit these lows and gives me an inversion, I want to look for a long continuation setup here. This might even close the entire opening range gap that we have. I wouldn't mind seeing it come down below yesterday's low either over here. Down into this lower area as well. That'd be this low here. Okay, there we go, there we go. Like I was saying, maybe a little bit lower if it wants to. Down into this opening range here. There we go, there we go, there we go. If we hit the new week opening gap now, we'll see what happens there. The low was hit. I want to look for inversions. Do we have SMTs? That's the question. Yes, we do. Lower lows, higher lows. Right now we have it. Notice how I have everything off the chart here. I'm leaving that here. Because I know we have... Okay, we're in the NWOG now. Damn. 4-hour closed. I wonder if this is going to leave us a wig. This is coming down very far. Deeper, deeper, deeper. Okay, we just came into this 1 hour for value gap. I like that. Right there, we're in our deep discount. So if we get a 1 minute inversion, so the question is, if we invert this 1 minute gap, I believe that's higher probability of moving higher. We still have SMT. Lower low on the 1 hour gap, higher low here. Wouldn't mind seeing some more movement down here first, though. Just focusing on my execution. I don't care if I miss any type of move. It is what it is if I do. I mean, I'm just focusing on good execution here today. I gotta get a lot of shit off my chart here. It's kind of messy. We hit our higher time frame PD arrays. We're in our discount. So leave that alone. We do have midnight open here. We never came down below. We opened and we never came down. Oh, if we do go bearish, then that's what we're looking for. What did I say about going bearish today? We need to see SMTs. We need to hit this high, which we did. Not looking too bad. Okay. Not looking too bad. Bearish 3 minute closure. We need to see this inverse to go higher. Okay, we got a lower low here, higher low now being formed there. $15, 5 second higher low, lower low. Retesting the new week opening gap to the decimal point, rejecting off of that gap there. Relative equal highs, high here. There she goes. There she goes. That's so fat. Created a higher high there. I mean, if we invert this 2 minute, I mean, this doesn't look too bad. We're about to invert this 2 minute. I'll take a stab at it. It's worth it. It's worth the risk here. I mean, if I hit stop loss, I hit stop loss. It's got all my confirmations here. You still stop at 25 points. Is what it is. If it loses, whatever. My plan says to take the trade, so I'm going to take it. Sell one here. We want to see it push up above the NWOG. I know we're stopping at the NWOG there. I mean, NDOG, new day opening gap. Moving stops very early. I'll move 2 to break even. We'll see. We got to get up above that new. There we go. Cool. We just hit that. Take one off. Next one off of the swing high. Which would be the next swing high here. Be right here. There we go. Take the next one off. We're gonna let the last contract go. We just follow the trading plan here. Modify order. So now we let the last one go. We'll see if we we actually reach up to our higher time frame targets that we're looking for. Stops are at break even. I said we could hit 140 for our ultimate target up here, or higher. We're even looking higher than that. So 140. 7 times 400, 2,800. So how much we have locked in? We have this much equity. So we need to make 4,500. I mean, I could just trail my stop up here. I really do think we could get up here, reaching way higher into this imbalance up here today. I really do. I do think we are bullish, and I really do think we're going to continue higher here. I really think we're going to get way up here, maybe even higher. It's a huge range on the day. That's if we don't come back down into my area here. That's if we stay above this new day opening gap. I mean, it all depends. We've already hit this new day opening gap. I do like that bullish engulfing we got now. I mean, I might come hit my break even and then go back up. I mean, that is what it is. I mean, name of the fucking game here. Yeah, I probably just hit my break even, didn't I? Yep, it did. It did. Not gonna look at the P&L. I'm not gonna look at the P&L. Focusing on the chart here. Is it annoying if we go up? Yeah. It's fucking annoying. I'm gonna be like, dang, I shoulda, coulda, woulda left my stop down below this, but can't fucking tell that. We hit the internal high, so we move stops to break even. That's the plan. So I can only observe what we get now. So we locked in 20 points, and then whatever this was here at this high. So we locked in 20 points here, and then we locked in whatever this was, 30 points. Just because we hit this high here, I don't really, I know it's a shift in market structure. We retested this area. Motherfucker. We are going to go, aren't we? If we invert this 1 minute for value gap here, I really think we're going to keep pushing. We need to see what this 5 minute does. We'd want to... Just because we took out that internal high makes me say that we might continue bearish now. Oh yeah, this is golden to keep going, dude. If we get this 1 minute inversion, I think this is higher probability of still moving higher. If we're really looking at this higher time frame, we're still looking bearish there. if we get this 2-minute inversion, or this 1-minute inversion, I'll go long here with 2 contracts. We didn't quite get it. So what am I seeing? I'm seeing this higher time frame. We hit the low, discount, rejected the fair value gap. We're just consolidating now. We broke structure, but at the same time, you could argue that we just took internal liquidity and we're just going to keep coming lower. But now we're getting SMT divergences in this area. 2-hour candles just pulling back here. We're about to get this closure. I know 30-second probably closed there. It did with SMTs, and we're above the new day opening gap. I think the risk to reward is good here. Price does have a higher probability of hitting this high. You know, the 2-minute. Look at that closure. 3-minute closure. There's just something about that high being hit, and we just let these equal loads, and we're bouncing off the fucking new day opening gap or whatever. This could be another market maker sell model where we consolidate, push higher, shift lower, and then we just continue down. But I do like how the higher time frame hit this low, and we are on the higher time frame buy side of the curve, and we're looking for higher movement here. I don't want to overtrade. That's the fucking thing. I've got my dick slapped way too many times from overtrading. I know we're up a rack on the day. I mean, I could just leave it as that and just be happy with this account. I know I just missed this fucking move. But this trade here was really nice, and then it just had to set up a little bit later. I still think we're going to get continuation. 150%. I think this was the entry here with this fair value gap, with this inversion. If I took that trade, I'd be in it right now. Stats would be at break even, just hypothetically. I would have taken another 800 off. Well, I would have taken 1 contract off, left 1 on. I'm looking for these highs up here. Get these equal highs here. I don't know, there's like some part of me that's like I had a little bit of fear of entering because I'm fearing a loss because I just had a win. We hit the internal high. I have a lot of, I guess you could say, emotions like playing in, but I'm just trying to sit back and relax. I'm okay with missing a move if I need to. We're just hitting a lot of highs. Then we got bearish SMT in play. It'd already be at break even, so like I can't look now. This is hindsight at this point, but I'm happy I did not take that trade because I already took 1 trade. And if that trade was to go, I would have liked to see that win. I don't want to revenge trade it. That's the thing. I don't want to revenge trade it. I'm taking this off until we get something a little bit better, maybe. Look at that. We're hitting these multiple times. We're pulling back. We just inverted this 30-second here. We got these equal lows now. Gun to my head, we are going to keep trading lower. Oh, it's also outside of macro. I should be paying attention to macro too. We got this 30-second inversion. I would see price trading down lower from here. Oh shit, we hit those lows at the closing anyway. I'm just bullshitting paper trading this one here. The multiple highs, SMTs. I mean, this is looking good for more sell side. DXY is pushing, baby. There we go, pushing. Because it did hit that low. That paper trade's probably gonna hit out, but we'll see. I'm gonna go back to the drawing board here. 5-minute time frame. We're trading down lower after we hit this low here. We took out all these equal lows. I wonder if we're gonna come down into this wick at all. I'm gonna put up 50% of this wick here, see what we get in 50% of this wick. Maybe we hit this wick and go higher with SMTs, with ES. We'll see, we'll see. Not saying that's gonna happen. I said I was gonna go bearish if I see bearish 15-minute closures, which we are starting to get. If we close down below, let's say 50% of like that 5-minute wick, like I was saying, then maybe we continue to go bearish. But it's hard because we're in the discount of the overall leg range on the buy side of the curve. I would like to see price go higher, but I'm not always right. It looks like we might be reaching towards midnight open now. We think about power 3. This is just playing off the breaker now. It's for value gap here. Bearish SMTs are playing off the breaker. Like these down close candles, playing off of that. Bouncing off the 50% of the 5-minute there. If we're going bullish, this is where it would need to go. If we get a closer down below this in the 5-minute, probably gonna follow through with that, and we're gonna fail the SMT. But if we get a fat displacement up above these inversions, I would say we're gonna keep going bullish. We never created power 3. Okay, we're in our macro now. Not a bad time for entry. Another minute or so. 6 minutes on that. A few minutes on this. Looking heavy now. We're probably bullish here. Nope, just consolidating. No, if we invert this 1 minute right now, which we might. Bouncing off the NWOG again. I see this 1 minute we have here. We just inverted this 30-second. I do like the SMTs. I do like that we're overall bullish. We're leaving midnight open there. We filled in the opening range, right? All the way. We took out that low. Bouncing off this order block here. A lot of equal highs above. We're continuing to get SMTs here. So price is either going to reach that midnight open No, I don't like the SMTs up here. That's pull me back. Price either gonna reach midnight open, or we're gonna flip bullish here. 5 minute never close down below. $15-minute has not yet closed, but we did bounce out this fair value gap. We're obviously just having a hard time pushing through this new week opening gap. If we push through this, the whole bullish bias goes out the window here. If we blow through this, because look, I took that short there, move that to break even. We got 3 minutes left in this 15. I'm getting bullish SMT out the ass right now. I'm just not liking how the higher time frames like lining up. I'm not gonna FOMO into this because I don't like how the higher time frames not lining up. I'd want to see us start to push this. Okay, yeah, we're making more SMT divergences right here. This breaker. So we're making a higher high here. Might have to just wait for the next macro. Just focus on good execution, you know, that's all that really matters here today. I don't think I have any working orders right now. Yeah, I don't have any. Because if I did put one in... Yeah, it'd be working. Yeah, I got none working. Look at that. Bearish closure there. See what this 5 minute does. Another minute left here. Gun to my head, we are going to close heavy here. This just looks like what price wants to do. I would say that we are going to keep working lower. This is kind of like what we had yesterday, where we had these wicks here and we stayed heavy, and then we yeah. Look at that SMT now. We're now closing down below on the higher time frame. This NWOG here, not NWOG, yeah, we're about to close down below this NWOG. So that's a PD array that needs to be broken. We need to break this order block. So ideally, no, now we got, we'd want to see ES is pushed lower real quick. Because now we got bullish SMT. We just need to wait and see what price action gives us now. Because gun to my head, this is staying heavy now. Bullish here after the fair value gap. There we go. Yeah. Bouncing off of this 30-second fair value gap on the new open. we're trading lower. I would say midnight open is suspect here, which would be right down here from this area. I'll take another short paper just to paper it out here. Might get hit out. I mean, that's fucking fine, whatever. And multiple PD raise to break. We're in this breaker now, this last down close candle here. Okay. At the same time, if we inverse this, it might push higher. But we want to see some type of rejection here. Staying heavy, obviously. 9 minute. Look at that fucking 9 minute, dude. It was 15 minute. Rejection in the 15 minutes, pushing down. I know we're in this 1 hour gap, which is like really holding me back from wanting to take anything right now. It's not like we were up at like in a premium like we were yesterday. Remember yesterday we had something just like this? We were way up in a premium where you were not in a discount. You're way up in a premium. Here we're in a discount and it's setting up. Very similar situation. I still want to observe how this plays out because look at the lower low, higher low. We got bullish SMT. Might invert this 30 second, just like that. I'm closing this paper out too. I don't even want to be in it. Maybe we get a push up into here and then a distribution in our next macro, our 1050 to 1110. That's if we push up here. Okay, we didn't even invert that 30 second, close it early, whatever. I don't really care. Staying out of this trade. Everything's pointing to the downside. That midnight open right now, obviously trending lower. Just soup this high. Bouncing off the NWOG here. 15-second volume imbalance. 5 second for value gap. 5 second for value gap. Let's see if it pushes it lower or if we go rip these highs. Selling off. Oh yeah, big time right here. Price should not push that high. Big candles coming incoming right now. Right fucking now. New 30-minute open, retested, gone. I'm looking at some big candles coming right now. There we go. There we go. There we go. I don't trade like that normally though. Dude, fuck this shit. What the fuck, man? See all this random chart shit popping up on me? Going to midnight open right now. Watch it hit break even, then come down. Yay! We did it! Another breaker play. Same thing as yesterday. That was power 3 right there. I'm ripping this paper up. One K, 1K, 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 2K, 3K, 4K, 4K, 2K, 2K, 2K. It's not my macro, but I do see that we are starting to push back up and inverting these levels here. If we invert this 2-minute, this is a very, very, very motherfucking bullish sign here. Okay, just keep that in mind. We hit the 4-hour rejection block. Came into this deep discount here. Now, if we push higher and we invert this 3-minute and this 2-minute, which is going to create displacement, then it's good. Boom. Very clean. Waiting on our macros starting in 8 minutes here. Alright, let's see what we get now. Higher time frame discount. Just pulling back here in the 4 hour. Oh, this is gonna give us a bullish accumulation here to go long, so maybe we do keep going bearish here. Daily is giving us bearish SMT at these wicks. Look at the higher high into there, bouncing off NWAG. Lower high here, so this is the weaker one. Just keep watching here. Let's see now, homie. Okay, we got our new macro starting. So between all three of these here, let's see what we have. Low, low, low. 15-minute. We don't have any SMTs in the 15-minute here on the wicks. It's leaving me a little cautious. Like I was saying to you earlier, I do like this. Let me get this shit off my screen. Let's get this shit off my screen. We don't need all this shit on my screen. I want to see what happens if we invert this 2 minute here. We just do not have the SMTs. Came down at midnight open. Look, we just fucking swept this low here. I know we left this low and all these lows. We don't need those. We're about to invert here on ES as well. This really does look like it's going to get bullish now. Let's look at these 30-second wicks. Is there SMTs? Yes, there's SMTs right there. Okay, rejecting right off of that 3 minutes. That's not valid yet. Neither there's a 2 minutes. So we have at least 2 minutes left. Oh man! Ah. Gotta love it.
It's even more insidious. The monopolizations are happening both on every aspect of tech. For example, you guys probably all remember the moment that Parler got deplatformed entirely by Amazon AWS. And that happened for a complaint that exact complaint was actually happening more so on the other platforms than it was happening on Parler itself. So it was completely unjustified to do that. And I think that was like crossing a red line in society when you have like an oligopoly in the cloud business. You got Microsoft, you got Amazon, you got GCP, Google, and they at that moment Amazon decides to take out Parler, which was horrible. And that was a big wake-up moment for us because we realized Rumble won't survive unless we have our own infrastructure. So on the infrastructure level now, Rumble can't just be a company that says, hey, we're going to uphold free speech and protect everyone's rights to having their voice. We now have to build our own infrastructure. So what do? We built our own infrastructure. We launched the Rumble Cloud earlier this year, which is now available not only to Rumble, but the entire public. And that's based on the same principles that Rumble has, free speech. But it gets even worse. And not only is the infrastructure a problem, we solved the infrastructure. Now the next thing we need to go solve is the advertising world. The advertising world, the way they're working and the way they're colluding together to make sure that they only bring the advertising dollars to specific creators that have certain viewpoints is a major problem. And we just saw in the release, I'm sure you've seen this, Russell, is the Global Alliance of Responsible Media, as they call it. They put it in nice names to make it sound really good, as you just mentioned. That's the way they do it. And you can see the emails that the Judiciary Committee released with respect to that. And Ben Shapiro was talking about this as well when he was at Congress. And it's appalling what you see. You see that they are actually constructing a boycott of putting advertisements on X and other platforms like Rumble to make sure that voices that they don't agree with are not getting monetized, trying to strangle them at the monetization point. And this is just one example of multiple examples, both on the infrastructure and on the advertising side of what we're up against. We have ad cartels, we have infrastructure, we got governments, we got states. We're fighting multiple things at multiple different points. But one of the good things is we're not alone anymore. There are other companies starting to step up. You have Truth, you have X, and things are starting to move. So question for you, do you think things are getting better?
Yes, actually. I'm feeling almost overwhelmed with optimism in this actual moment now, because I know that we are streaming this on Rumble, there'll be people watching this on Rumble now, and a considerable audience are also watching elsewhere. And I'm minded of the significant and oft-repeated maxim, attributed usually to Andrew Breitbart, that politics is downstream of culture. Well, culture is evidently and obviously downstream of technology. We have the technology for immediate proliferation and dissemination of not only information, but clearly a transactional technology also. And what I find deeply heartening about this is the opportunity and obvious establishment already, because you lot are early adapters and adopters. I know about Bitcoin for ages. I know all the subtle ones you've not even heard of. I know all sorts of cryptocurrencies. I've just made one up right now. Like, you lot know about this stuff already. And one thing that institutions fear more than anything, I believe, is not the direct and martial attacks which John Lennon greatly and famously said they know how to deal with, but people moving away from their institutions, setting up parallel economies, parallel media. Of course, my deep concern is that we remain in the thrall of commodity, commerce and material, when this could be so much more. When this is a genuine opportunity for us to access something deeply ethereal and mystical, our own personal connection to the ultimate reality.
Okay, guys, I do want to keep in mind now that we have this discount that was just met, rejected it. Looks like we're going to get a bullish closure here. ES. Bullish is all motherfucker right now. So I'd want to see that continue up. But we do have bearish, no we don't have bearish SMT here. No we do not. Take that back. Rejecting this order block here. We close back up above that candle there. I just don't like how this chart is setting up. We got all this trend line here, but yes, we took out this low. I just think it needs more information here. Back, pushing up, discounted. We're about to close this 1 hour. I want to see this 1 hour close above here. I already got that on there, just the low of that gap. I want to see it close up above here, like right in this area. We do have a higher low there, lower low there, so it's bullish SMT. see what we get in here now. Price is more likely to go up if we hit this low, create SMT, and then invert some gaps. As well as we need the higher time frames, such as the 2, 3, 4, 5 minute, 9 minute, to like start to show signs of a reversal. Let's go. Okay, right now we're pushing lower. Let's see if it rejects this low now. Equal highs there. Yeah, we had PayPal go off today. Let's see what PayPal did quick. No, we're in our macro. We can't keep looking. No, we gotta pay attention to the chart. Bouncing off end log here, 9 minute time frame. Bouncing off rejection block here. That's a good sign. RB rejection block, motherfucker. Now if we get the swift reverse here. Okay, lower low, higher low. We're in our macro. Okay. We have a 30-second for value gap here. After hitting this rejection block with SMTs, we have a 30-second for value gap. If this for value gap gets inversed, price has a higher probability of moving higher. We got equal highs above. We have SMTs here. We've already hit our discount. We're in our macro. Price has a higher probability of moving higher. If we invert this for value gap. It's even here on a 1 minute. Just risking a little bit of profits here. DXY pushing down. That's a good sign, baby. Let's go. And we're out. Okay, we're out. Okay, simple as that. Was that like 200 bucks amount? 3. That's a little annoying, whatever. Alright, that's it for me. I'm done with this account today. Good stops have been a little bit better. If I risked my 20 points, it wouldn't have hit me out. I followed my rules. Yes, I did. Entered on inversion. And got hit out. Follow my rules there. Here's what it is. Logging out of my trade account, make sure there's no more orders open. They're all closed, cool. Happy with the day. 600, so we're up, what was it, like 1,000 in the last 2 days, 2 trading days. So it was pretty good. Pretty good day, pretty good day, pretty good day. Now we got even more equal highs up here if we do want to inverse and go higher. Holy shit, we're still selling on. That's so wild, man. Not even pushing higher there. It's crazy. I was so wrong on this market today, and I still made money. Holy shit. Alright, I'm off. I'm getting off the charts. Take it easy, guys. Love y'all. Peace out.